All right, how to cut a 45 on an outside. I'm not only going to show you how to cut a 45 on an outside corner, but I'm also going to show you and explain to you how you make a 45 on an inside corner and how to do an outside inside corner. All right, and the process for doing that and what nobody else is showing you. Tricks of the trade. All right, so how to cut a 45 on an outside corner. No further ado, let's get this going. All right, I appreciate everyone that drops in here after the live stream. I appreciate all those that drop in here during the live stream. This is for your benefit. These are some of the best kept secrets. There are just so many different directions for me to go in with this title, All right, so let me explain to you. First, you want to take your tile, your trim, all right, whether it's half round, all right, quarter round, it's basically considered half round, all right, because if you put these two together, they would consider that a circle, all right, a round. All right, now, to make an outside corner, all right, you want to line these up for left and right. Now, are these the same? No, it's not. All right, so we have to get these going in the right direction, okay? So this is the top. See how it's narrow here, all right, rounds up. Okay, rounds over actually, depending on how you're looking at it. Now, are they both going in the same direction? Yes, all right. We have identified that these are both the same. Now, to cut an outside corner, you have to cut the back side for an outside corner. If you're going to do an inside corner, you have to cut the face. All right, so we want to you want to measure from here back across the face. All right, now you can do that anywhere. But you want to save your material, and so you want to cut right here to this, right here at the edge. All right, and I'll show you how to do that. So remember, if you want an outside corner, you want to cut the back sides. So you're going from the back across to this outer edge. All right. So outside corner, back sides, inside corner, front side of your trim. Now this applies to wood, anything you're cutting. All right. If you want an outside corner, you cut it from the back side, cut that 45. All right. Inside corner, you cut the face, whether it's wood, tile, whatever it is you're cutting. All right. Now, the other thing you do so you don't get confused, all right, this is the top. We've determined the top. All right, that's the bottom. It's flat. Now, so on the inside here, all right, I want to mark, and I like using a red pencil when I can, when I have one available. All right. And you want these two to match. So you know you're cutting them both at the same location. All right. So, all right. So now let's line these up. Okay, we know that we're at the same spot. And we're going to cut the whole length of this. It's not like I'm going to be cutting it at that angle, because that's a whole different cut altogether. All right. We're going to be cutting it 45 right across, slicing this off right across the width of this material. But now we've determined, all right, that way you don't make any mistakes. You line them up, that's where you want to cut. All right, now, remember, we want to cut the back side for an outside corner, all right? Now, this is a 45 I've cut on my saw, okay? And as you see, if I bring this here, don't want to do that. Okay, let me zoom in here a bit. You can see this up close and personal. Okay. Now, take this and you slide this down. All right, but first I want to show you this. If we take this and this speed square, all right, this is what nobody's really explaining to you or even telling you here, is the speed square, this runs at a 45. All right, so when this is level, this is a 45 and you lay it down flat. It's a 45-degree angle, all right? And so is this. Now, that's the outer side, but you flip this up. This is straight, okay? That's straight. This is a 90. Stay straight down and straight back. There's your corner, all right? So we come across, then up. There's your 90. But remember, this way, this is a 45, and this is a 45, okay? Now, this is a 45 right here. And how do we know? Let me show you. Take this, bring this to this edge right here. Now watch this. Let's see how that lines up. Okay? That lines up perfectly with this edge, and these two 45s meet. All right? So there's your 90 here. Down and across, your 90. And it's perfectly in line with that channel. Okay? Now I'm going to show you how to know if you, once I cut this, how do you check it for straight? All right? And I'll show you how to find out if the piece you're cut is cut straight. All right? Now, if I cut it like this, is it right? If I lay this down, is this going to be outside or inside when I get done? Face is inside corner, but we're making an outside, so we want to cut it on the back side. And remember my line, it's not there. Ah, see that? There you go, and that's why you make that line in the beginning. All right, it saves the mistakes. Now we're going to take this little guy here and we're going to slide it down to support this. All right, now the other thing we're going to do is we're going to line this up. Let's get her zoomed in. Okay. Now we want to this best as possible to this outer edge right here, because it's going to slice across at a 45 right here. All right, let me show you. It's going to go from this edge, all right, slicing all the way through back at a 45. Okay, so we want to eyeball the blade. Okay, and we see if this blade carries through, it's gonna catch this material right here. Now, is that going to matter? Not for what I'm doing, but it needs to be exact. And that's also why you cut this first. All right, you cut your 45 first, then you pull from the 45 from the long point and measure in most cases. Sometimes you want to pull from the short point, which is on the back side. All right, now, so you line up the blade to this outer edge as close as possible, all right? That way you're not wasting your material. All right, now I'm going to take this, okay? I'm going to get this set. All right, now the other thing you want to do as you're cutting this, the resistance that it creates wants to push this back as you cut. If it pushes that back, it's going to make the cut like it's 50, 60 degree cut, right? 48 degree cut, it's not going to be right. It'll be too long. And you got to play with your cut. So we're going to anchor this down, okay? Now I've made a little shim because this wants to flex, and you don't want that to flex. So I'm going to put this piece of trim under here, all right? And then I'm going to take my, let me show you here, this clamp. This has got a hollow spot under here. See where my fingers go halfway up, okay? And this wants to flop around when you try to clamp it, okay? Now it wants to flop. So we're gonna fix that little problem. So I put this underneath. Okay. Open this clamp up a bit more. All right. And I'm going to bring this right down on top of where I have my spacer. So, and this is running at an angle. All right, you see my gap. We don't want it at an angle. Now that would be a custom cut, and you'd have to do that on purpose, all right? If that was what you were wanting. But that would have to be on purpose. Now, this outer edge is just barely in the channel, and you can adjust this however you want it, but you don't want the blade to cut your square, all right? Now, I'm going to clamp this down right over the top of my support, because we don't want this to flex and give, because it has a tendency to want to flex. All right, now we're going to get this in here. Now, all I have to do now is hold my block. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm holding my block here. All right, so it holds it in place. And that's all I'm doing, so that this doesn't move. And this is vertical, and it helps to hold it vertical. All right, so let's get this repositioned. Okay. Okay, here. Okay, there we go. Although I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that at all, so bear with me here. If I wasn't live, you wouldn't be seeing all of this. Okay, now I'm liking that better. All right, because I want you to see exactly what it is I'm doing. All right, that's much better. All right. Now, I'm going to hold this block. You don't want to get your finger, it will cut your finger. It's not like a wood blade, but that will cut you, and it won't even care. All right, now. I'm lining this up here, so it comes right to this edge, this outer edge, or just behind it. All right. Moment of truth. Okay, I'm a little bit short, but it's all right. Okay, there's my cutoff. Now, I'm going to show you what you have to do next. Whoa, that was up close and personal. All right, now. All right, now, time to move this stuff here. All right, there's a reason for this being here. I'll show you what that is here in a few minutes. And we're going to cut this crystal. I found this in my yard. Okay.
I've decided just to put that stuff in the oven because I've realized that deep frying it first and then putting the sauce over isn't going to let any of the sauce soak in.
Well, what I was going to tell you is if you take it and you soak it first in the sauce, then roll it in the flour.
And then deep fry it? You'd have to deep fry it till
That's how they make hot wings. That's the trick for hot wings. I'm telling my audience here how to make hot wings. You want butter and I think a little vinegar in there with the hot wings.
I'll see.
But we're not doing hot wings. But I'm just saying that's you put the batter or your hot sauce or whatever on your wings first. You coat them first. That's the trick. And you want butter.
But okay, so
Something about the butter.
So you're not deep frying them.
I don't remember. It's been too long.
I'll see if I can find something, but I don't know which way. I'm warning you, it might not do it that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. We want to cut the outside, right? Because we want this to go like. You see how that's going to pan out here, all right? That's going to fit right in there. We've got to cut it from the back side. So, in this case, all right. Now again, that would be wrong. See that? This is the bottom. Okay. There, nope, that would be wrong. Okay. And you can also do left and right. I could make left and make right on here, and so you don't get them confused. Okay. So that's where we want it, right there, just like that. Okay. So this goes down here, just like this. And remember, I'm going to show you how to find out if you're cut straight. All right. Then we're going to take this, run this here. All right. I'm going to slide this down like yay. We're going to put our block in place. Let's not forget our shim because we don't want this to flex. All right. All right, you just heard that clamp down on that. All right, this has to be, remember, this went this completely against the fence, straight on that fence. Okay. Okay, and again, I'm just holding this, I'm pulling back against this to hold this down. And you don't want, you want that at an angle. You want it completely tight. Okay, and that looks like I'm going to cut my finger. My pen's a little close. Okay, now you just lock into it. This isn't moving. Okay. Not enough. Not enough. Okay, I'm going to show you what I mean. All right. Not enough. I want it to be out here to this edge. Okay, so it needs to come in further. Let's check it. That should do it right there. Okay. In this situation, that's where I'm going to go, right there. If not, I'll make it a little longer. Perfect. All right, now let's check and see. Now I'll show you how to check it if this cut is straight or not. Now that slid forward a little bit, so it could be off a tad. All right. So now I'm going to show you how you check it. All right, now let's take this. Okay, got this cut off in there. And we're going to take this, get this square. All right, get this at a 90. And we're going to push this to the blade. All right, let's push it to the blade. It's a nice tight fit on the blade. All right, now I'm going to show you one that isn't. And you're going to go, oh, wow. Okay, so now we're going to show you when it isn't straight and what that looks like. Okay, I cut this one earlier on purpose. Okay. And we're going to have to bring this over here on the other side of the blade. Okay. Now, I can take this now. There's my 45, see? And you take this. This is standing up, just like it was cut. Right, you bring it out here. Okay, get it at a 90. Now we push it against the blade. Okay, it's at the blade. Well, you can't see it. That's off. Okay. I'm going to make it where you can see it. All right. So I'm going to flip this around. Bring it here on the other side. Get this up here. I'm going to push it against the blade. You see the gap. All right. You see that gap. It's not huge, but you can see the gap there, all right? And that means there it is right there. Okay, that's perfectly straight up and down. Okay. And it's away from, so this is not straight, which that means that it's too long on the bottom side. So I would have to turn this upward, pull it back. And let's get that straightened out. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. All right. I'm going to hold this forward now to compensate. Or if I don't have any room, this is my last piece. I have no more material. I have to make this piece work. All right. I'll tilt this forward like I have it. You can see the tilt on it right here, the space. And you cut it as careful as possible, but I'm bringing it up so it's touching here at the top. It's now touching at the top of the blade. All right, there it is, touching. All right. And the bottom comes over even further. So watch, let's see what happens. Now let's put it against here and let's see how it fares. Okay. All right. And you got to play with it sometimes, but that's how you do that. Okay. And if you look at it, okay, that needs a little bit more cutting, but that's just to give you an idea. All right, now we've got both of these left and rights cut. Let's see if they measure up. Will they make a 90? Will they come together? Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. Let's get that up there. You could use CA glue. Put this together. Use CA glue on the Gorilla gel. Yeah, I can use and glue this together just like that and put it in place. Okay. And that's how you do that. Now let's cut this. Let's cut this rock here. And I've never done it, so you're going to see it live. First time. Let's cut this. Not crystal. This isn't a crystal. But let's see how it will cut. Let's see what it will look like on the inside. And this ought to be fun. Okay. All right, the big reveal. This is quartz. I couldn't think of the name there for a minute, but this is quartz. It's the big reveal. Are you ready for the big reveal? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, nothing special. But that's quartz. All right, found this in my yard. There's gold in them there hills. All right. Now, is there anything special on the other side? On this side? That's kind of cool, though. First time I've done this. You never know what you're going to get. Cutting these rocks are like a box of chocolates. Okay. That's kind of cool. Quartz, everybody. This does have has kind of cool variation going on in this area right here. I don't know if you can see it. See if I can zoom in more. Or maybe you can see that variation going on in here. Okay. Yeah, maybe you can now. Right in this area. It's kind of blurry. Okay. Now you can see it better. That's much better. Okay, let's zoom out. Zooming out. Maybe I should take one more cut. We're going to cut this one more time, this quartz. Okay. Let's cut this quartz one more time. Found this in my yard. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you visiting. All right. Here we go. Big reveal. Here we go. You ready? My first slab. My first slab ever. Okay. How about that? First slab ever. Quartz. Kind of cool. Now for the big reveal. What's this going to look like? Is there something special on the inside? Oh, wow. Yeah, let me zoom out. Gotta zoom out to show you this masterpiece. Zooming out. Nothing special here today. But sometimes these guys find some really cool stuff on the inside of these rocks. It's kind of cool to cut my first slab. I have to incorporate that into my tiling or something. Kind of cool. All right, now let's go on the inside. And let's see how this trim is going to fit, how it's going to line up, how good is it going to look. So let's go find out. So one more peek. All right. And the slab. Kind of cool. Now this is a MK saw. This has got a 1-horse motor on it. All right, this guy isn't messing around. It's a big motor right there. It's a 1-horse motor right there. All right. I'll have to do a review on this saw real soon. All right. I wish I could pause this, but I can't. And so bear with me. Whenever I see a smiling face, I have to smile myself. All right, let's check out this trim. See how this trim's going, how it's going to pan out, how it's going to fare, and let's see. Let's see. Hi. This was in our yard. I made a slab. That's quartz.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, let's see how this outside corner is going to look. Moment of truth. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. All right, we're going to be doing a reveal on this bathroom here real soon. And Vic, a friend of mine, Discover, is going to be doing it. And you can find him here on YouTube. All right, now let's check out this corner. The moment of truth. All right. Okay, there we go. These are pieces I made for the video. Okay. As you see, that lines up really well. Okay. Now let's come down here where you can get the best view. Okay, now we're going to zoom. I can get it to zoom some more. There we go. Up close and personal. All right, moment of truth, folks. Now, after I show you this, I'll show you the next thing that we're gonna do. All right, you bring this out here to that corner. You want the short, what I'm calling the short point back here, to go against this corner right here, outside edge of your cabinet. Just put the short point right there, and then they meet. Okay, and this is where you make your adjustments. Bam. Okay. Bam. There it is, right there. Beautiful. Okay, let me see what you're seeing. All I'm seeing is my hand. There you go. All right, I'm gonna have to put some tape on this to show you guys.
I have oil heating on the stove on low.
Yeah.
I have to run to town to get cornstarch because I have about, I don't know, a third of a cup, and it ain't enough. So I'm either going to run to town or Mason Mart, I hope.
Yeah, okay. All right, see how beautiful that is. Hey, look at this here. It's like our floor.
I know.
That's, keep going brain dead. That's quartz.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just
all right, so there you have it. The outside corner is beautiful. All right. Now, check out this quartz. This quartz blends right in here to the floor. Go figure. Look at that. That quartz I just cut. Looks like the floor. Ha! How cool is that? Okay. All right, now, what you do at this point, okay, once you have established your corners, now you go here to the back, you go to the back of your trim, and you mark, all right, or you take a measurement of your trim, okay, and then you cut a piece to fit, all right. So what I'm going to do is, I got this here, the corners matched up where I want them, here, all right, they're all dialed in, all right, or I can take a measurement, okay, from the back side of my cut here at the short point, what I'm calling the short point, to the end of my tile. And then I take that measurement and I add it from the corner here, and I grab that corner, this outside corner here, and I measure back that length, or you can just do it this way. All right. So I take the short point, which is right here. I'm going to mark it so you can see it. That short point is right here. Okay, right at this point right there. Now you can see it better. And that goes to the outside corner. Bam. All right. Then I come back here, or I put tape on both sides, all right? And this is locked in place on both sides. Then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark the floor where I can see it right here. Then I'm going to take that measurement, all right? Then I'm going to cut which will go back here to the back side here of that leg on the trim and the door casing. And that'll fill that in. Then the same thing on the face of this cabinet, all right? So you take this piece, you do the same thing, bring this up, bring it out, line up the corners so the corners are matching on the outside, and then mark back here on the floor, and then you cut your next piece. But you want your shortest piece against the wall, all right? Your short pieces go from the wall, your long full-length pieces extend out from that first piece, all right? So the short piece goes against the wall. All right, now, okay, now, I hope there is mud. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Remember the 45, that the speed square, the outside, if the numbers, everything going across, all right, the outside long points of that are your 45s. And nobody's telling you or showing you that. So I look forward to hear from you. Remember, tell a friend, it's a win-win-win about easy tips and tricks where you see everything up close and personal. So, looks like I gotta go watch some oil. So, I'm gonna have to end this live stream. It's been fun. I gotta run. So, remember how to cut an outside corner. Okay? On the outside corner, you want to cut the back sides of your trim for an outside corner. Okay? For an inside corner, you cut the face of the trim. All right? And that way, it goes to to the inside. All right. And I want to get into showing you how to make a reverse cut here. So it goes from this angle, all right, it's your 45 outside corner, and then it makes your turn here and goes straight across on the back side. All right, that's a compound cut, and these, you want these going one face cut, one backside cut in order to produce that. Okay, which I'll show you here real quick. I'll show you. I actually already have a piece cut. I was going to show you that in the beginning. All right. These compound cuts can be confusing, but that's why you want to mark your material. Sorry about all that confusion there with the camera. All right, now we'll get these pieces going. All right. Now, for example, we have the outside corner cut and the inside corner. All right, so they're going in two different directions. Now, but when you have a compound cut or a cut that's going to take a turn, right? This is what you want to do. All right, let's get this turned around where I can show you. Okay. We're going to use this right here. Okay, this is because here goes your inside. All right. Our outside cut, outside corner. Here's the outside corner, folks, right here. And this is at a 90. There's your outside corner. Okay. There it is, outside corner. All right, now you have your outside corner. All right, now what we're going to do is, now this is going to need, now this takes off and you just go straight on the wall, right? So you come from the outside corner, it goes down, and then you've got your wall back here that runs, and you want it to tie in. Well, that's got to be an inside cut, see? So we're going to take this here. All right, I'm going to flip this around. Well, this needs to be cut the other direction. That needs to be cut the other direction. That's not working. Well, here we go. All right. And so now this is running across your wall over here, all right? And then this is the outside corner here. And then the inside corner is over here. See the inside? You're on the inside corner. So if this was a wall right here, that would be your trim for your wall on the inside corner. All right. So you want to make both of these going in opposite directions. Inside cut, cutting on the face. Remember, you want an inside corner, you cut the face. You want an outside corner, you cut the back. All right. So this goes to the inside corner. Not to confuse you. See, there's the inside corner there. Bam. All right, now the outside corner. We've cut the back side. Let's get this up here. All right, the back side, outside corner. There's the outside corner. Cut the back side of your trim, whether it's wood, tile, a tree, a limb, don't matter. Back side, outside corner, front side, cutting the front of the tile. All right. 45 is facing the front of the tile. Hey, Bigfoot Silver Sneakers, Hide and Seekers. How we doing, bro? Good to see you here. Out inside corner, all right? So you cut the face for the inside. You cut the back side for the outside corner. This is for people that are learning. Make it. This is easy to get all confused. All right. So outside cut, inside cut. Cutting the face for an inside cut. Cutting the back side for an outside cut. That's all you got to remember. On your trim, no matter what kind of trim, you cut the face of it for an inside corner, because there it is. You can see the 45. So you're cutting the face to get that corner inside. You're cutting the back side for the outside. All right, one more time. Bam, outside corner. We cut the back side of the material. Inside corner, we cut the face of this, like that saw. Okay, went right across the face of this material to make that cut across the face. Okay, and that's the inside corner right there. Bam. Whoops, there it is. All right. Oh, you missed cutting the slab right here. Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seekers. I appreciate you being here. This is quartz. I found this rock in my yard. Could be gold in them there heels. My dad used to tell me that rust color, there could be gold dust in that rust. I don't know much about it. I know my dad mentioned that. Here's the rock I cut it off of. I found in my yard. First time to ever make a slab. Right there. So that was kind of cool to do. So that's not the beginning of my video. Well, middle of my video anyway. So, well, that's that. Now, if you might want to do a playback there, Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seekers. I was at your channel a while back. It's been, I don't know, a week or two. I left you a comment. Yeah, I thought you might like that. And see, here's my outside corner here. This is actually goes to my cabinet. All right, that goes around my cabinet, and that fits really nice. Okay. Appreciate that, brother. And then I'll show you that this is a return unto itself. This is how you finish off. So you're not looking at the square end like a butt joint. You cut it to it. You cut a piece to itself, and this is what you do: is you cut your 45, then you cut your 45 off right here, straight, and you end up with this. Okay. Now let me show you how that works. All right. I'm going to use. Hold on. Let me get this repositioned here. All right. Now we're going to put this here. And then this is going to end like this, right? For example, well, you don't want that looking ugly. So you bring this piece and you put it at the end, and it finishes off really nice, see? Just by adding, doing that 45, and it's a left and a right you put together, all right? Only problem is on this piece, it's not quite right. But this is what you end up with, a nice finished end, all right, that you see. And it's called a return unto itself. That's the terminology, a return unto itself. Because it goes back to itself, see? And it finishes off. If that wasn't there, it would look just fine, okay? It would be all, you know, it'd have the ceramic on it. It would look nice. But it's a return to itself. And that's how you do that. You cut your 45, cut it straight, all right? And it's an opposite. So if it's the left, you need to make a right. If it's the right, you need to make a left. Then you bring it to itself, and you've got this real nice finished end that finishes it off nicely. All right. Well, I got oil heating. I'm going to have to end this live stream. Appreciate you being here, Bigfoot Silver Seekers. Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seekers. Keep up the good work on your channel. I'll be by to visit. And don't be a stranger, bro. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate your time. And your support, you know. Well, you've been on my channel, what? A year and a half or two nowadays? Hide and seek. Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seekers. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, I think you've been a part of my channel for a couple years. That's a while. It's kind of cool finally getting monetized. That should have happened like a year and a half ago. You know, you just got to plug along. You know, keep on pushing. And, but if you ever need a phone call, let me know. You know, we can exchange emails and do a phone call and have a conversation. You could do that too. All right, bro. I got oil heating up. My wife took off. I got to go check it. So, catch you on the rebound. God bless. Bye for now. Stay safe. And you might want to Google Thieves Essential Oil, like a thief. Thieves Essential Oil by Young Living. And tea tree oil. You can dilute it down with water, but make it concentrated. You can spray your mouth with it. Spray a mist and inhale it up your nose, you know. Tea tree oil. All right, that was free. All right, have a good one. Bye for now. Catch you on the rebound, bro. And I appreciate everyone that comes in here after the live stream. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Bye for now, and keep looking up. You too, bro. Take care. Bye for now. Whoops.